washed up on the shores of Sakhal with nothing but a plan. I need food, warmth, and a place to disappear. Somewhere on this island is a place called home. A perfect cave hidden in the wilderness. This is DayZ the way it's meant to be. Raw, unscripted, and unforgiving. I'm Dusky. Let's go. So, straight off the bat, down in the bottom right corner, I've got a temperature gauge which is currently blue, and it's going down fast. When that gets to flashing, I'm freezing. I'm going to get frostbite. So I need to build a fire straight away. We have a knife. To do this, we need to gather some sticks. Once we've got the sticks, we need to gather some bark. Now we need 2 bits of bark to start with. This is to create a hand drill kit and the fireplace. And we could do with another stick. There's one just in there. Look. I don't actually know whereabouts we are right now. But we'll put a quick fire here. So we need to break our long stick into 3 small sticks. And once we've done this, we'll combine those 3 small sticks with our bark. And this will give us an option to build a fireplace or a hand drill kit. We'll put a fireplace. Place that down just where it is. And then we've got 2 sticks left, so we'll combine those with that to build a hand drill kit. This is going to start our fire. And then we'll add the last stick to the fire and break that other stick up. We've got 3 short sticks there, we'll attach all of them. We'll grab our hand drill kit and we'll ignite that fire. Now you see our temperature in the bottom right has gone blue already. This means we're starting to get really cold, and our health symbol, the very bottom right corner, is going down. So we need this fire quick. Now we don't spawn with a lot on Sakhal. We've got a bandage and a glow stick. So we're going to need to loot around. We're going to need to find some food. We're going to need to find some water. And all the building supplies needed to build a base. So as we sit by the fire here, in the bottom right corner you see our temperature gauge is now white. It's got a little plus symbol right next to it. This means we're getting a heat buff. That plus symbol is our heat buff. And once that goes solid and it stops flashing, we'll have a little bit of time to run around and loot and get some food before we need to make another fire and warm up again. Once that cross goes back down to 0, then that is our heat buff gone, and we'll be freezing again. So there we go, it's now solid, which means we can head out of here. We're not going to die of frostbite anymore. And we can look ahead and see where we are. Now, straight off the bat, I'm looking for a sharp object. A knife, a sickle, something that I can gather sticks and bark with. Something I can fight. Ooh, a saw. That's our first base building supply. We'll go through all the tools shortly. But first off, we need a sharp object, other than a base building supply. Ideally. I don't really want to waste them, as tools can be hard to find on this server. And the next thing we're going to need is rope. And we're going to want to go fishing and catch some fish. So to do that, we're going to need to get lots of clothes. This one. Oh, someone's been here. I'll take that. They were here a while ago. The fire's frozen. It's okay. I'm gathering a t-shirt because we're going to need to make rags. And if we make enough rags, we can combine the rags together to make a rope. And then we can use that rope to attach to a stick and create a fishing rod. The heat buff isn't going to last too long, so we want to be nice and quick here. Let's go straight into the town. No, somebody was here a while ago. Based on that fire. They might still be in the area. There's a zombie down there. We'll proceed cautiously. Server's at half pop right now. It's a quiet time of day. It will get busier as the day goes on. We'll fill up quick. Oh ho ho, farming hoe. That's huge. Oh, matches. No need to build a hand drill kit for a minute or two. Spark plug. No way. Oh. Oh. It's only a 3-dial, but it's a start. Right, okay. We're gonna leave our clothes here for a second. Sneakers. No luck finding a sharp object yet. I don't want to use that saw if I can help it. I'd much rather use that saw to chop up some logs. Okay, I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet here and use the saw. It's not going to damage it too much, but I don't want to have to keep running back for these rags. So we'll just do that quick. Okay. But now we can combine the two. We can get a maximum of 6 rags in one segment. And we need 2 lots of 6 to make a rope. And now that's filled up our space, I'm going to have to carry this saw. But that's okay. It's only for now. We're going to need to make our way into the town. Hit the industrial here first. Fine pan. That is pretty huge. That allows us to cook multiple fish at once. So we can combine the matches together and put them in the same box to save space. Gotta check everywhere. There's not much loot around on this. But there's a BK. 2 bullets, 1 bullet. Come on. BK and a dream. Let's go. Ah ha ha, sling bag. Alright, now a bit more storage. We can chuck this saw on it. And that's that out of the way. There's a few ways to deal with zombies, really. We'll do that. You can just go at them and strong punch them. Like this. You hit him once, take 2 steps, and you hit him again. Another 2 steps, and again. Another 2 steps, and again. And done. When you're out of stamina, and you, I'll do one right now. Let's find someone. And you can't power punch him. You want to back up, and then knock him, and then back up. Okay, we've got a double up. This one's simple. you keep walking backwards. Just keep walking back until you got stamina to punch. And you just pick your timings. It's a patient game. You want them in front of you all the time. You don't want them at the side or behind. Because otherwise they get you like that. It's all about patience. Patience, timing, and don't let your guard down. Simples. See, I would like black jackies, but keeping the white theme here. We spawned in with white clothes, which is really lucky, so I think we'll just try and keep it. This one we're just gonna power punch all the way. If you punch them in the head, you do more damage, obviously, but always aim high. Always aim high. Okay, we've lost our heat buff. If you look in the bottom right corner, our temperature is now going down fast. So we're going to have to gather some sticks. So we're going to go to a shed, because sheds hide the smoke. And I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Okay, this shed here looks like the one. There's a zombie on the roof, which means the player somewhere. Was that aggro on me? I assume so. Okay. We're going to assume it is. We're just going to accept it because we're freezing. And right now, we just need to get this fire going. So, I'll break our stick up. We're going to drop our pot on the floor, so it's got our rags in it. We'll combine it with a rag. Create a fireplace. Now, we just need one rag and one stick to make a fireplace. You can use rags, paper, or bark. I'm just going to chuck these two sticks straight on that fire. Put that back away. Get our matches and ignite this. We don't want our health in the bottom right corner to go down too much, really. We want to keep it full all the time. So, fire's lit. Now, there was a player here because that zombie's on the roof, which means somebody trapped him in that barn. And what I mean by the smoke, if you make a fire outside, that smoke will go high in the sky. But I'm inside a barn here, so or a little shed, so the smoke stops at the roof, and nobody from the outside can see. I've got a fire in here, unless they look from this direction. Those footsteps are a zombie somewhere there. You can tell a zombie footsteps from a player's footsteps. They take a few and then they stop. Then they take a few more, then they stop. Whereas a player is more consistent with either. So we'll just sit by this fire for a minute. And once the heat buffs back, we'll go out on our way to get some food and some water. I've got to repair those boots. No. Just leave that then. Right, so I think we just need 3 more rags. Yeah, 3 more. And then we can get our rope and go fishing. hammer, second base building tool. And there we go. And there's some food there. Is that dog food? Got BK on the floor there. I don't think this place has actually been looted since the reset. Right, okay, so now we have 2 bags, full packs of 6. We can combine the 2 together and craft a rope. We'll put that rope in our farm. Your cat food can, massive. BK 18, no bullets. I do like it, I love a BK. Come on, let's get a stick and go fishing. So to create a fishing rod, it's pretty simple. We need to get a long stick, combine that stick with our rope to make an improvised fishing rod. Next, we're going to need to get another long stick, and we're going to want to break this long stick up into smaller sticks, and we're going to cut up a smaller stick and make a hook out of it. So that's our smaller stick done. We're going to use the saw now. We're using the saw quite a lot, frustratingly, but we need to. So we're going to craft an improvised fishing hook. I'm going to get 2 hooks out of this, and each hook can catch 3 fish. So there is 6 fish. We'll put 1 hook straight on our fishing rod. And that's that sorted. So now we'll get our farming hoe. We'll dig up worms. Now when you dig with a knife or a hatchet or another sharp object, you only get 1 worm or maybe 2 worms. If you use a pickaxe or a farming hoe, it's much more efficient. In the same time, you get 3 with a farming hoe. And I think it's 4 with a pickaxe. So we've got 3 worms, that's 3 fish. We're going to make our way down to the coast. Okay, I quite like this spot. Close to the docks. I'll drop up on there. Okay, we're going to get a fishing rod. We're going to attach a worm to the hook. We're going to go and sit by the ocean until we get the... Need a bit more water maybe. Start fishing. Now, fishing in DayZ is pretty simple. You hold down the trigger, and when the water in front makes a few circles and you get a bit of a noise, a splashy sound, you simply release the trigger. If you're too late, you won't catch the fish. If you're too early, the fish will get away. So you've got to be pretty close. There it is. And there we have 1 fish. Hey. Right, we'll chuck another worm on. And we'll go again. And there's another one. So we'll catch this last fish, we'll go and make a fire, we'll cook up the fish, we'll go to a well and we'll sort our water out, and then that'll be our food, water and our warmth all sorted. And then we'll help some base building materials and make our way inland. And there's fish number 3. Right. Done with the farming hoe now too. Ooh, maybe we're not done with the farming hoe. That can... Where was going to be the most sensible place to make a fire? Because this is quite a big town, and we know there was somebody here. With the fire, I'd like to be quite effective But I want a big fire pit, a fireplace. But that does mean a chimney, and that does mean people knowing my location. So maybe we go out of the way a little bit. Ooh. Okay, I think maybe this blue house, if it's got a big fire pit, will go in there. Maybe not. So the wells on Sakhal, they're not your normal wells you find on Gennaro or Livonia. Oh, another zombie on the roof. Okay, that would suggest that player came this way. What are the odds they're still here? I think pretty... It's not the right fire. This one is, and there's a bear. And a circuit. Right, okay. So, we're going to drop our fish off. All of our food. And we'll drop our hoe. Now, we need to get some fire stuff. So, sticks and bark. There should be plenty of sticks. I quite like that zombie up there. It's going to unaggro on me in a minute. It's going to go quiet. And if another player does try and sneak up on us, it'll be like an early warning signal. So, we're going to attach that. Attach our bark. We're going to get this fire lit straight away. We're going to get these sticks snapped up. So now the fire's going, it's going to start to warm us up. And get our heat buff back, because that has now disappeared. There we go, down to blue. Starting to get cold. We're going to get our saw out, because I think that's the only thing that's going to allow us to do this. This saw's actually coming really handy for this so far. Okay, there we go. All the food is cooked. We can now put that back on us. Now we need to go and wash our hands before we eat, because we cut them up so we have bloody fingers. If we eat now, we will get ill. So we have to go and find ourselves a well. Wash our hands. Get some water on board so we can not die of thirst. And then we'll be set to loop some base building gear. Now, finding the wells on this map can be quite difficult. Typically, you want to find a main road, which runs down along the coast, a dirt road that comes off of that main road, and then somewhere off this dirt road is a little dirt path. And that dirt path is what you want to take to find the well. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I am simply hoping. Keeping my eyes peeled for a little path. Oh, I'm just going to check some of these sheds on the way. If there's any base building gear right now is a bonus. What's this? So, we stumbled across what looks like a medical crash. We're just going to have to take these out. one at a time. Remember with the zombies, just take your time. Once you're out of power punches, walk backwards. After that swipe, you go for it. What do we have here then? Paramedic pants. Scrub shirt. They would be good for insulation and keeping me warm, but they're also going to give away my position, which we don't want to do. We'll hit the mask. I know I've got duct tape, but my clothes at the minute aren't the warmest, and I would like to save my duct tape if I can. But once I get some better clothes, and I can insulate them. Okay, so I believe there is a well just up here somewhere. I think if we get to this house or this building and turn right on that road. Oh, I see it. Actually, I think that's the path. It is. Yeah, that is the path to the well up there on the hill. You see it? There's a zombie over there already. Aggroed too. Okay. There might be another player at this well. So this is the little dirt path we're looking for. This guy. We're going to follow it all the way up. And this is the well. Now, I recommend you crouch and tuck yourself into these. And you look at the floor to drink. Okay, so now we have water, we have our fish, we have food, we have a part of a heat buff. So I think what I'll do next, I'll make a fire. We'll secure that heat buff again. Okay, so there we have it. We have water. Our belly is full. What I'm going to do, we're going to run down. Going to make a fire in a shed. A shed down here. This is the perfect place to have a fire. So now we've got a second and we're in here. We've got our food, we've got our water, we've got everything we need. Just going to craft some improvised hand wrapping. Keep our hands a bit warmer. And we're also going to repair our face mask. There we go. Piggy face is back. Oh, this isn't a very big fire. But it's big enough. Again, with this small roof, no smoke going up above it. The only way people will know I'm here is if they're peeking through these spots. And I've got them covered. I might join some fish while we're here. We're actually going to repair this jumper. This hoodie is going to give us a bit of insulation. Crop hiking pants won't. They're rubbish. At least that's the top half of us somewhat a bit warmer. So, to build a base, we're going to need all the base building items. We're going to need either a farming hoe, a shovel, or a pickaxe to start the base off. We've already got a farming hoe, so that's that ticked off. Next, we're going to need some kind of axe to chop down wood. Either a fireman's axe, a hatchet, or a woodsman's axe. Once we've got our axe, we're then going to need a saw. We've got the saw. Cut up the wood into planks. We're then going to need our hammer, which we've got again. To hammer in, we'll need nails. Hammer the planks into the wall. So we need nails. And then we're going to need metal wire and a pair of pliers to craft the gate. So on our list, we need an axe or a hatchet. We need some nails. We need pliers and wire. And we have a 3-dial. A 3-dial is okay. It's pretty rubbish. It's the worst kind of lock. But it's a lock, nonetheless. So, what we're looking for: nails, pliers, wire, an axe, a hatchet, ideally. We're gonna need some more string to make a fence kit to craft it all to begin with. Okay, now look at that, bottom right. Fire's gone out. We have half a heat buff, which isn't great, but it's something. We have food going up, water going up. That is survival 101. Everything we need to do. Now we just got to maintain those levels. So whenever we start to get hungry, we'll nibble on a bit of fish. We'll do a trip back to the well shortly and fill up on some water if we can find a bottle first. That would be pretty huge. Another BK, but I do prefer the 18.